Hello. Welcome back to 25 years of Final Fantasy.
It's like the most mournful hello I think we've had yet. We didn't even lose that much last time.
Hello. There's my Ross, hello. Hello.
Welcome
back.
Welcome back.
to 25 years of Final
Fantasy.
I'm...
No, we can't do it that way. My name is Ryan.
I'm Claire.
We're back. We missed a couple days, sorry. Lost some footage. Emulator crashed when trying to record a whole bunch at once.
The gods frowned upon us yet again.
Yeah, you know. And we have a beer.
This beer is named after me.
This is Blithering Idiot by Weyerbacher.
It's brewed in the British tradition of balanced hearty ales. It's a deep copper ale with intense malty notes of date and fig. The finish is warm and fruity and begs for the next sip. Let's see if that's true. It does beg for the next sip. Also, we fucked it up, Brian. We're supposed to serve this with in a brandy snifter, or a wine glass with full flavored meats, which we did not do. The meats we have are merely medium flavor.
Yeah, and there's hardly any flavor to these meats. So we're back on the floating continent. This is Lake Dole. See, it says it right there.
We're going to fight the big sea snake.
We're here to get Leviathan, which is a summon in the lake. I leveled up a bunch of dudes, and I gave them better equipment. So, like, Tony finally has a hat. I went down to the Temple of Time and got protect rings for Tony and Brad. Aww. And I got Brad, like, all the magic. Just all of it.
We finally did it. We went shopping.
All the magic.
You know, it's like a really long drive into town, though, to go to the mall.
It's so easy.
And it's just like... I mean, we were out there wanting just to meet with, like, Susan, but we're not going to... You know, I mean, we were with Susan. We're not going to go do all of our shopping. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it was like 5 o'clock. She wanted to go to...
It's pretty unreasonable for
Hooters, of all places. You know, Susan's a nurse. She doesn't get out much. She works a lot.
She wanted to go to Hooters, huh?
Yeah. I mean, we went out. We tried the Red Lobster, but it was actually closed. It was like from a distance you can't tell, and it was sun's still shining, so you can't quite see the sign on the door. The Red Lobster over off the highway.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Near the Hooters.
Near the Hooters in the mall. That's Susan for you.
Yeah, that's Susan.
Anyway, that's why we finally we were able to get in and buy the magic for Brad.
Yeah. AKA, I went to the Sunken Cave and fought things over and over again until I had no money. But that was all on screen.
And now we're on screen. Fighting my favorite monster of all.
The Placte.
I like it. I like it cooler. I like it booter.
You like it cooler?
I like it cooler. I like the Oleg High. It's a variant of our good friend the Oleg High.
It's true. Yeah.
I also really like the Snake Men, and I realized after I had said that there weren't the Snake Men in the LP that we did get the Snake Men on camera. The elusive Snake Men.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they're really...
I did not go back and check.
Oh, I did.
I don't remember.
I don't know why. I just happened to see the Snake Men. So cool. Now imagine these guys if they had swords.
Oh, they'd be unstoppable.
Wouldn't they just be cute, too? Like cute little crab swordsmen?
Cute.
Look at those faces. They're just kind of like... They're full, wide monster.
They look always surprised.
They do. But they also kind of look like the kind of eyes that could mind control you.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Like Hypnofrog.
Hypnotoad?
Yeah, Hypnotoad. Yeah, sorry. Fuck.
I like Hypnofrog better.
Hypnotoad is... Better rhythm. Better rhythm to the word.
Oh, there's a... I never told you about the movie Psychomania. Psychomania.
I don't think so.
It's a British biker movie where to come back from the dead, all you have to do is die and believe that you'll come back. And so it's these British biker hooligans that start killing themselves to come back from the dead. But the lead guy, who's this kind of snotty British guy, who's in a biker gang for some reason, lives in a mansion with his witch mother, and there's a room with a frog in it. It's like they're in like this frog cult, and it makes me, you think of that once you think of a frog. Or whatever we were talking about. Hypno-frog.
Hypnotoad, Hypno-frog.
Cultic ritual frog. Cults. Cultic cults?
Cultic cults. To be specific.
Yeah, not those, occultic cults.
Uncultic cults.
Celtic cults.
Celtic cults.
There's quilting cults.
And quilting cults.
And those activists are trying to cult the cults.
That's a dangerous territory.
But somehow there's infighting between them, and the group is trying to quell the cults. But, the problem is... There's people on the cult side who are trying to call all the cults to get together.
Right.
Because of all the quelling and the calling happening elsewhere.
Right.
When they're united, things are easier. Anyway, here we are in Lake Dole.
Entertaining yourself over here. Oh, dear. I don't remember any of the shit we talked about last time.
I don't either. There was this clip of the pterodactyl. You can't see it, but it really does. Imagine a hair clip that looks just like a pterodactyl. See? See it?
I see it.
I painted a vivid picture. Oh, we talked about these guys because I love them. And their cute jewelry.
Yeah, they're seal lions.
With cute jewelry, power jewelry.
Yeah. Power necklaces.
Maybe they're like,
Doesn't it have a different term when it's a necklace, but it's like a solid plate?
Oh, probably. I don't know what that's called. A seal necklace?
They had them in, like, Egypt.
Yeah. It's like a...
It has a name. I don't remember what it's called.
I don't know either. Pterodactyl, you know? No! Anyway.
Apparently today we have special guest Pterodactyl.
Well, I didn't realize that this hair clip looked just like a pterodactyl. It really does. Anyway, Ryan, do you imagine that those sorts of folks up there, in the same way that a lich creates a phylactery? Are you familiar with this process?
I am.
Mm-hmm. Or Seven or something. If you're Lord Voldemort. And but these guys, what if these were former human sorcerers from antediluvian times who used their magic to become like seal wizards? And then the necklace is their seal phylactery. In the same way that you become a corpse.
But you don't usually do you keep your phylactery with you?
Some liches do. Some people do, Ryan. Not us though.
Some idiots.
Well, I mean, think of it this way: they get killed in their seal form, and their souls still contained in their jewels. And obviously, the adventurers that killed them would probably take them back to the surface world, where the lich's spirit can then, come out of the necklace and possess the living, turning them against one another. They can easily find a new host body that way. It's the perfect adventurer trap. In the meantime, they just get to live in a blissful undersea paradise, just like they always wanted to. Maybe there are cults worshipping Leviathan at the bottom of this lake.
Now that I would believe.
Right? A seal wizard cult worshipping Leviathan?
Yeah, it makes sense that all the denizens of this Lake Dole area would be worshipping Leviathan. I mean, you can see him from space, which is the perspective of our camera when we're out in the world.
And those Olvakai look like the Plantai, Mantai, Gantai, Bantai. They look pretty intelligent.
What if, in RPGs like this where you see the world from an overworld sort of perspective, what if you're just like a satellite?
Ooh. What if we're a satellite manipulating people's lives?
There's something very similar to that in the, oh god, it's a book series.
Really?
Fuck. Shit, I can remember the character names. I can't remember the name of the series.
What about character name?
Nafai. Fuck me. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Nafai or something. I stole these names for character names in games like a million years ago.
Dark Crystal Bird Notice.
And then another character's name was Elemak, Elemak, and like you were chosen. Like it was one of these. It was one of these sci-fi stories where they treat like magic stuff that's actually really old but super advanced technology.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah.
Hold on, this is like reminding me of something that I'll tell you about in a second.
And they're chosen by like these satellite gods in the sky to.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
There's a hold
on.
on.
Thing.
Elemack.
Elemak. Elemak and Nafai.
How do you spell Nafai?
Nafai.
Okay, let's see if I can find it. The Memory of Earth?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Homecoming Saga?
Oh, the Homecoming Saga. Yeah. Who's that by? Who dat?
Orson Scott Card.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Apparently.
It must be it.
Weird. Okay, because that... Oh, some of the... Oh, I knew that sounded familiar. Some of the names also come from the Book of Mormon.
Does not surprise me at all.
Very
Sources
interesting.
got card.
The Oversoul.
Yes, the Oversoul, yeah. And it's like a AI. It's like a big old computer
An
that
artificial
beams
intelligence
thoughts.
monitoring the planet with a small army of satellites.
Yeah, and it like intentionally keeps their technology at a low level all the time.
What?
Until it needs help, and then it like, you know, it
That, like, advances
starts...
tech?
Yeah, it communicates thoughts into Nephi's head to put him on like a biblical pilgrimage to
Oh, weird.
basically save the Oversoul.
That's really cool.
It's a really cool series of books.
It's so weird that you mentioned that because there's this D&D setting. It's like an OSR product that some guy made. I forget what it's called now. It's called the thing is called an anomalous subsurface environment.
Oh yeah. You've talked about this.
Yeah, but it's in a very similar like situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like it takes, I think it's like the Land of 1,000 Towers or something like that, where it's a bunch of wizards and towers. But like part of the thing is that there are functional like TVs in churches or something. But it's like living satellite, like remnants of satellites from a previous Earth. You know, it's like a dying Earth kind of setting.
Mm-hmm.
But they have their own religions that are like worshiping competing satellite gods, like AI gods. It's very similar.
All I can think of now is just all these different scenes that are coming back to me from the Homecoming Saga. Like, there's areas of the planet they can't go because the Oversoul
does it have
has like programming in their head that makes them not want to go there. And like they always end up going back to where they were coming from and stuff. Like,
that's interesting.
Yeah, and then like what sort of makes Nephi become like the hero is that he's like sort of able to resist the Oversoul, and that's how the Oversoul knows it's losing its control. And so it instead chooses him and like bestows upon him like basically super advanced tech, like a laser pistol and stuff. And like
Weird. So it's still manipulating him?
Yeah, it's total manipulation. And like you sort of know that, but then you also know that like Nephi basically like views himself as like the Redeemer, and like has all this fighting with Elmac, who thought he was going to be the Redeemer, and all this stuff.
Weird.
Yeah, it's this whole thing. It's a really interesting couple of books. I don't think I finished it, but this was back when I was getting all these books from like the library sales. And stuff,
yeah.
and, like once every 6 months.
Well, it sounds like a cool concept.
It was interesting.
I love the idea of like weird satellite gods, or like the whole post-apocalyptic dying Earth, tech left over.
Dying future proof.
If anybody out there has ever read or played the RPG Rifts, it's in a similar setting, but it's like ley lines across the Earth have erupted and like opened interdimensional rifts to other dimensions, and so it kind of takes place on a post-apocalyptic Earth, but one where those dimensional rifts are open every now and then.
There was a MMO by the same name, right? Is that the same thing? Or was that a different thing?
Did they really make? I don't remember them making an MMO. I know they made a mobile game out of it.
Isn't there something like that? An MMO called Rift or Rifts?
Oh, I think there was one called Rift, but I don't think it's the same thing.
Okay.
It's Palladium Games, Rifts. But in the first source book, Ryan, there's one of my favorite like adventures in any like RPG thing I've ever read. It's about this AI called Archie, and like the whole premise is he can't really do things himself, but he has an army of robots that he kind of controls in this like underground like military bunker. But because of Archie's AI limitations, like he can't come up with new designs or ideas, but he can like implement them really effectively. Or like he can kind of dream, but like he needs help in order to do it. So he like finds a human who is really creative to help like conjure up ideas for new robots and like to help him like be his agent kind of. But he like has some sort of weird psionic bond via machinery that he can use to like design their robots. So like in the whole source book, there's like machines designed by this original guy, and then he leaves and there's a new guy present, and like it's like this whole thing. But it's like a whole trick adventure, because like you're supposed to like there's supposed to be wilderness encounters, and you get there and then you go into Archie's den, and it's like this huge complex, and then at the middle there's this giant electronic brain in the middle of it, and all of it you're supposed to think it's Archie, and like all of these things, and like the whole complex is his body. but like it's a secret that actually like in in a closet room somewhere else, there's just like a small bank of like electronics or something, and like a panel, and behind the panel is just like a hard drive or something, and that's Archie. Like like the rest of it's just a big show because he read like The Wizard of Oz or something. Like he just read whatever books he had. So he had this like, I don't know, it was really neat.
It's interesting.
I don't know. It's been one of my favorite things. I read that as a kid, so it was kind of like, I don't know. I love that. Apparently they reprinted that book with expanded material, which is pretty cool.
Huh.
I don't know, the guy who did that, it was really weird. It was like, they're very 90s like books to some degree, like the Palladium books.
Mm-hmm.
But the dude, Kevin Simbidia, made he was like a weird really into anime and stuff. Like there's tons of like, I don't know. You can get a very different vibe reading it now than when I did as a kid. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he did like most of the art himself. And it's really interesting.
One of those sort of single creator type works.
Yeah, for the most part. I think that's how it started. I think they expanded, but. And yet I've never played a single Ritz game. Because the mechanics are really weird. It has structural damage capacity and mega damage capacity. And like structural damage is like normal stuff. Like your body, you might have like 30 STC and that's like your hit points. But like there's mega damage, and it's meant to reference things like demonic powers or like energy weapons or like mechs and stuff like that. So it's like one mega damage is like 100 structural damage or something like that. So it's just like you just get fried by a laser rifle or something like that.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's like really wild. But like there's tons of like, it's like mechs and dragons and blah blah blah. I don't know. It's all sorts of stuff.
It's wild.
It's pretty cool. Rifts. I never met anybody else who'd ever heard of it, but I had like 8 of the books as a kid.
I heard of it.
Like as a kid.
I heard of. Oh yeah. I've definitely heard of it though.
Yeah, it's still around.
Yeah, I don't really know. I didn't know anything about it, but I think I saw books in the game store and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Is there a waking up spell?
Coffee, right?
Oh, I can pure. Pure is like
Maybe
Asuna. I'm pretty sure. Wait, no. Fuck.
Oh,
it's the other way. It's the other way.
Wait, what?
The way magic is sorted in this game is that the top rank is at the top of the list.
Oh, gotcha.
The most powerful stuff rather than at the bottom like it is in most of the future games.
What does Mind Blast do?
It paralyzes the enemies.
Oh.
Which is, annoying that it keeps choosing Mind Blast over and just fucking kill one, Ramu. Just fucking kill one.
Come on, Ramu.
Come on, Ramu.
Just use Ifrit.
Ifrit will just be like, nah, dog, you want to heal the party, right?
Oh, I mean the Titan. He's the punch kicker.
I'll save it. This isn't really that bad. It's just annoying. Yeah.
One of the classes is called Glitter Boy. And it
loves Kesha. Goes to every concert.
Oh, that'd be neat. But it's not. It's actually it's its own particular kind of mech with a mirror sheen like metallic surface, which for some reason I think it reflects laser damage and stuff like that. But it's known for having this weird giant arm cannon, like the Glitter Boy cannon. This sounds like an insane dream.
Yeah, this doesn't sound real.
I should show it to you. And then there's one called the Juicer, which is just like a dude who's on like a chemical cocktail. You know what I mean? Unless you're like a superhero, but your body wears out in like 3 years.
I feel like that's an element of Fallout that doesn't get explored enough.
What's that?
It's like all the drugs and stuff, and like,
oh my god,
they just sort of have effects and then they don't explore it at all, or like, compared to like Witcher toxins and stuff like that.
Dude, I had actually the character that I beat Fallout 2 with had a drug addiction the whole game. He was addicted to Jet the whole game.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that you have addictions, but then like that's really it. It's just like a negative status that you have.
I can't remember if it gave you bonuses or not. If it like went back and forth.
I'm pretty sure that if you were addicted and you got the drug that you wanted, it gave you a bigger boost than normal. But like for not as long of a period, I don't really remember.
I think it did have some mechanics. I just remember like it would play in occasionally. I mean, I guess, yeah, it'd be hard to dramatize any of the positive effects if you just, like the feeling of doing jet or something.
Yeah.
But, like, it would happen, like, it'd be in the middle of the battle, and I'd start to get withdrawal, and my, like, action points would drop in half or something. But it was just, like, this weird flaw that my character had. Like, I had to... I guess it added, like, an extra level of difficulty, because I had to have jet on me at all times.
Right. And then it's, like, trying to find jet.
Yeah, I had to score whenever I went into town. Like, it was... I just remember that. It was weird. He was, like, a weird talking pugilist character. Like, electro-punching out people and chatting them up and addicted to drugs.
Charismatic, but kind of shaky.
I think he had a slaver tattoo on his head, too. he was a pretty fucked up dude.
Wait, what's the spell I was thinking of before? It is heal.
Oh.
Heal is the Asuna of this translation of this game.
Oh.
So it cures most status effects.
Right now you're drinking your breath?
I am. I forgot to comment that this beer tastes a lot like sake. We went on at length about it last time, and then it's lost to time.
Oh, that's okay. Ryan and I had a really good sake night once.
Mm-hmm.
We drank a whole giant bottle of sake, and we
It
both
was
basically
huge.
died.
I think it was over a gallon of sake.
It was a lot of sake that we drank.
It was a bottle as long as my leg. Like, it was enormous.
It was fun though, because we were drinking them out of little tiny
We were pouring shots.
Yeah,
we
like
were just
classic.
slamming shots of sake, and it was like fun. And we were just
It was
watching
really
movies
cool.
and doing that over and over again.
Yeah.
Claire got very sick.
I did get really sick.
So I felt bad about that, but we had a good time.
Other than that, it was fun.
Yeah.
We watched Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster and Rock and Roll High School that evening.
Was Rock and Roll High School the same night?
Yeah.
Man,
I think I missed
I
it.
don't
That's
remember.
correct. Yeah, I know. I think we had finished most of the sake, but we were. Well, that was a very. We don't.
Yeah,
we don't really
that
make
was
a
why
habit
we
of
got
doing
the
that.
sake, was because we were watching Ghidorah. And then,
Yeah.
like, the night just kind of progressed and we watched another movie, but it wasn't, at that point it wasn't related at all.
No, Rock and Roll High School is one of my favorite movies, though.
And we were offering people sake shots and then they wouldn't drink it. So, it was
So we're just like, I guess we have to drink it.
it's up to us.
And our decision making increasingly got worse and worse as the night went on. Oh,
It was a fun time.
the time we had, it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
So we need to do that again.
Gone now are the days of youth.
Are they gone? Really?
It's a damn it.
God.
It's a film title.
So old.
Drinking sake always makes me think of Ozu movies because they I don't know. There's lots of bars and Ozu movies and sitting around the table.
I like it.
It's great.
I'm into that.
Lots of just nice little shots like that. Businessmen getting drunk.
So, a thing I talked about last time that is lost to time as
Lost
well,
to
so I'm going to
time.
bring it back up again, is that I've been playing some of that Diablo 3 season.
Oh, yeah.
I probably mentioned in the last session as well, but I played a whole bunch more today because I had the day off. And I didn't have any footage to edit, so I just,
That's nice. There.
I did a fun thing for myself.
What a concept.
I know. But no, it's been really fun. I just started getting deeper and deeper into Torment difficulties, and I'm on Torment 4.
I don't even know what that is.
It's the new sort of Inferno, the replacement for Inferno.
What happened to Inferno?
Inferno is gone. The whole difficulty system is completely changed. It's now dynamic difficulty, but you can still turn it up. But now there's like 14 difficulties, but 10 of them are just different levels of torment. So
Hey, it's our buddy Sea Snake.
it's our buddy Sea Snake. I don't think that's his name, actually.
It is.
Okay.
It's like we have Titian, the Renaissance painter. What?
Alright.
Here he is.
That happened last time.
You can't carry anymore.
Fucking damn it. I'm getting rid of the midget again, I think.
Do we have like a potion last time, or did you?
I already got rid of it this
Okay.
time. I
Uh,
don't know. That's the thing, is that they give you a million
What's an
combat use
Impsion?
items. I don't.
A sleep spell?
I don't know what the white scent, Impsion, dark scent, Lilith Kiss.
Alright, alright.
I'm gonna get rid of the midget bread.
We know
I'll
where
buy
to get
some
some.
more
There's
if I
more on
need
our
it.
boat, right?
Yeah, there's
more
more
on the boat.
In the vending machine.
In the vending machine.
I am Leviathan. I shall only lend my power to those with the light. Are you worthy? Diamond in the rough.
What is that?
Aladdin. It's the tiger from Aladdin.
Sorry.
And there he is.
Alright.
Our pal Sea Snake.
Now we have haste.
Sea Snake, you're wiggly and noodly. Sea Snake, you're oodle caboodly. Sea Snake, you make every day complete. You make every day complete. Applause, applause. You wouldn't believe the day I've had.
What is happening?
It's Jenny and the Sea Snake, the sitcom.
Oh, was that a sitcom?
Jenny and the Sea Snake lived together, and that was their friend Marcus coming in. He always comes in. He's like the Kramer of the show. Not quite that wild, but he always has. He's always complaining about something. But that's a pretty cool snake.
One of the things I follow is
Meat choppers.
Magic the Gathering, as we all know.
Mm-hmm.
And I follow the head designer, Mark Rosewater.
You do?
And one of his things is assigning magic colors to pop culture characters.
Oh, really?
As a sort of fun experiment to understand color identity in magic.
Do you have some to lay on us?
Basically, every character in Seinfeld is black, because they're all very selfish and self-motivated and self-oriented, with the exception of Kramer, because Kramer doesn't seem to actually have a clear motivation at all.
Oh,
I think for him it was like he's just like green-red or something. Like he just follows his instincts and his emotions, and like that's it. Like he
That's
doesn't do
amazing.
anything else.
Also, we destroyed Sea Snake.
I shall give my power to it, you who have the light. Leviathan.
I kind of lost my dragon voice.
You didn't have to do it for that long, so. Alright. We did it! We got Leviathan.
Sea Snake! Then it freeze framed on me.
Yeah.
Sea Snake! We should otterhead our way out of here. We ought to get out of here, Ryan. We ought to head out of there. Oh, that's a funny one.
Oh, shit. I want to go to the bed because the bed is left, and so I just walk left right into the ladder to leave.
But the bed's right over there.
Every fucking
as the
time.
crow flies.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have no clip on, so I'm just going to walk straight to it.
Oh, I was like, you're not wearing a clip?
Yeah, I'm not wearing my clip. Oh, by the by.
By the by.
New PlayStation Network games have come out.
Oh, what are they?
On the PlayStation 4,
Uh-huh.
for those of you who have that at home,
I don't.
Grow Home is available for free.
What is Grow Home?
Grow Home is that game I showed you where it's the little tiny robot.
Oh, the little robot game.
climbing a big vine and helping it grow. And it's
Aw.
very fun and very cute.
Get to jump off the
All
flower and land in the sea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good thing. And you should go get it.
Anyway, what else is on there? Right?
There's some other game that I forgot. Super Time Force Deluxe or something. Yeah, I
Do you know what's on the PS3
No,
version?
because I have not booted up my PS3.
I've only been using it for Netflix. Netflix. Oh, we didn't get to see it with the big boat last time.
Alright.
I don't remember what we did after this run. Did we actually get Old Dragon?
Yeah. I don't know how you don't remember. It was this whole thing.
Wasn't it like a week ago?
No. Not that long.
When was it?
I
don't even remember. Oh, I remember.
Well, I'm going to save and then I'm going to break the video, so give me
The
a
dragon.
second.
Okay.